Welcome back to Let's Play with Honey in Minecraft. I'm on survival server, and I thought I'd show you a few new places. This is Belement's place. It's pretty cool. He's gone into a swamp and built everything out kind of based around that. Lots of brick and vines and everything's overgrown. And really different, sort of a unique take on the bridge with the lily pads, his pine tree farm, which was not originally a snow biome, but 1.1 it became one, which looks even better. And really, this is an interesting build because, like a lot of people, he is building his, by the way, let me show you this. He is building his place first, goodbye, and then I'm going to let people come join him. It's a pretty common theme. Meanwhile, my cart should be down here. There it is. And there's a lot of railway connections, and I really wanted to show you that. It's an interesting thing. Belement gave me a tour a while ago about around his place and what he's kind of working towards. And one of the things that's really interesting is he built far, far away. Very cool, huh? From everybody and everything. But with the railway, and of course everybody else expanding, just a few minutes and we are good to go. It's beautiful. The railway was actually done by Colin, who's done most of the railways around here, and it's fantastic. I love the underwater and through the lava peeking out and all that. Ooh! Touch of lag. I'm actually kind of surprised. Oh, it must have just been doing a world save. No wonder. Because normally there's not even a hiccup. So again, we're going to ride the rails, and this stop is going to be at Belerian's place. Now she has created Foxmill Moor. Ta-da! We just entered. And again, it's really taking into account that swampy feel. And it's a different type of a build, and I thought it was really awesome. So I want to show you. Belement's named this place Swampy Hollow. I want to show you Foxmill Moor, and then we will head out to, I think we can come right up here. Yeah. Then we'll head over to Pine Haven. Oh, what is with me indoors? All right, Adkit, that was for you. Take a look at this. That is her windmill. Isn't that awesome? I had the privilege to stand guard up on a pillar of dirt and shoot creepers as she built it, because it was not a protected area when she created it. It was actually part of an expansion. And as you can see, the water is a major theme here in Foxmill Moor. It's just overtaking everything. Everything's sort of half covered in it. And she's worked with the water instead of getting rid of it all. So I thought that was really, really interesting. She has a really nice feel, an interesting sort of outdoor pagoda, sort of very, very zen to it feel. Again, the water is everywhere. It's overflowing. It's part of the area. See what I mean? Really beautiful. Overgrown, not too much on the lily pads, almost a pretty pattern to the underwater dirt and everything. Everything has a really put together feel here. And although it's swamp, it has the different colors obviously, but it still, it doesn't feel like a swamp biome. It's really neat how they've worked with that. So of course there's lots of housing and various special little bits. We'll go into a couple typical buildings. There's her blacksmith over there. And I love the carpet. The colors that pop out in the carpet. All inquiries to front desk. Everywhere in all the houses, that really stands out. And again, it's such a stark contrast to the, you typically think of a swamp as a very drab area. Ormish. So they've got, again, the same sort of a pagoda open feel with the brick for the forge. Very cool. Uh-oh. Best iron Sebastian in town. Yes, sirree. But we don't want to get in his way. We'll take a peek in here. Again, even the water inside is just everywhere. So we've got a bit of storage. We've got a little bit of a potion area. And back out. Oh, it did open. But with the vine, I thought it was stuck. Really nice. So I just thought this was a beautiful aesthetic. We had to check it out on our way through. And of course, it's another opportunity to ride the rails. So we're going to head over to Zaphron's place next, and that is Pine Haven. And it's actually a pretty big area to cover, by the way. Everywhere we've got mushrooms. 1.1, few mushrooms appeared. Before you know it, they took over. Let's go ahead and ride the rails again, right there. Now I know Pine Haven is doing some work on their rails, so we may not make it to the end, but we'll go as far as we can. Again, under the water, the glowstone. Very cool. I tell you, I get to where I strictly carry my own cart everywhere. And we've made it to... Not bad. So we made it all the way here. We just didn't have a terribly nice exit. Let's see what we've got here. They're working on the rails. Hungry? Watermelon. Sure. Nice. Go ahead and, now that we're no longer a hungry traveler, head right on through. And you see this, Pine Haven is completely, has a full basement. It's completely underground as well as above ground. Everywhere. It just goes everywhere. It's really pretty cool. Let's go ahead and go up the blacksmith. And what a blacksmith. Diamond ore, anyone? Yeah. Diamond blocks are nothing. Everybody's got silk touch around these parts. In fact, Zathron gave me silk touch. So it's kind of a common thing to have. Let's take a look around Pine Haven proper. We've got a lovely little park. Welcome to the Pine Haven Park. I actually got to help build this. It was a really fun build. We had some help. Belement, that I told you, showed you his place. He came and supplied lots and lots of vines. SlimetheKing came around and helped with pointers of what was best put here and put there. And let's hop down here real quick. Gave me a lot of free digging. Ta-da! I really loved putting this together because it had no purpose to it other than to look pretty. I mean, there's no real purpose to the build other than just a cool spot. We've got our overgrown underground, again, part of what the city sort of built on top of. Now, originally, this whole floor was variations of smooth stone bricks, cracked bricks, mossy cracked bricks, and of course the mossy cobble. But Zaphron came through here and replaced the whole thing with the mycelium, and I think it worked really good with all of these mushrooms, and of course the hanging vines off all the rubble. So we'll go ahead, slip out of here. That's a one-way trip, which is why I didn't take you there the first time, and go ahead and go back up where we started. Now over here in this corner is one of my favorite things here. And I'm going to go ahead and show you that next. There's another diamond block. Lava tunnel, anyone? Oh yeah. Isn't that the coolest? I love this. So neat. I actually asked him what was the point of the lava tunnel besides just to have one. But he said just to have one. And with fire resist potions, it really makes playing with lava a bit of a breeze. So we're going to go on to the next area. through the lava tunnel again. This area, like a lot of places, has on the server, has a common build. A lot of towns are having either got a library down here and a potion room up here, a hotel, or at least a common area that's kind of a tavern or a bar, etc. And this one has an inn right here. You can go up here, and if you don't want to actually take a plot of land or part of the city proper, you can do like Valerian, Belement, Slime, and even I have done. Right here, Honey slept here, and just take a room. Put a sign on it, put your stuff in there, and enjoy your view. Safe place to sleep. A couple of things you might have caught here and there as I've come here is you might have seen a giant pine tree in the distance. That is coming up. In fact, I think we'll go there next. This here is the N. Brooks and Cthulhu Cupcakes house, which is really, whoops, I might have to parkour in there, which is really fun. I like the fireplace over there, but looks like their floor basement is kind of underworks. So we'll move to this spot. SlimetheKing has this house. Over there is a stacked up animal farm. Chickens, cows, pigs, all up there. Oh, and mushrooms. No sheep though. This is Zathron himself's house. And there's no sheep for a reason. We'll peek up here. That is because Zathron has a really neat thing going on here. Ta-da! There's one of those giant trees. He has every possible color there is to have sheep wool factory. Oh, and he's got to fix that ladder from 1.1. See, M. Brooks built these two gigantic trees to scale, one bigger than the other, and you can see this big one all the way from Adamantia. This connects up, but let me tell you, that's one of those treacherous stairways that you better race up or you're going to fall through. I'm going to come right back with you because I want to make my way over to show you that spectacular wool factory. Alright, you'd think we're leaving, but we're not. In fact, there's Zathron now. He's working on his area. I think he says he's going to turn this into a bit of a stable. Anyway, take a look down here. Technicolor rainbow, anyone? The colors on the wall match up with the colors here. Every one of these sheep are dyed the appropriate color. Throw the latch, and it turns off the water and opens the door. Isn't this amazing? Any possible wool you need, Zathron is the guy to hit up for it. And it just keeps going. 2 full layers, every single color wool. I love this place. Alright, I'm going to head out of here and go show you the Tiki bar. Alright, so there's Pine Haven, Zathron's place, and the connection over to the giant tree. Down here, we've got a huge outdoor storage room and more houses. Some of these houses aren't even actually lived in, so if you're interested, talk to Zathron. They're beautiful. Each of them are different, fully decked out, but not even lived in. Isn't that awesome? Little glass house right there. I love these. They're just awesome. And if you go the opposite direction from Boris and all the outdoor storage, we've got a whole nother section of Pine Haven over here. Another little cottage. I actually think this is just a storage room. Yep, access to a mine for another house, lair of Cthulhu cupcakes, and in Brooks. See what I mean? We couldn't really go into the other one to see, but they have a really great sense. Bed of HP Dogcraft. A really good sense of design and style. This just looks so great. And right around the corner is that much promised Tiki 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 bar. We've got our pool, our little sauna, the diving board, and of course, the outdoor grill. Tiki 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 bar. I'm going to go ahead and hop a rail and head over to a new surprise. One more pit stop, and this one is epic. There it is. I absolutely had to show you Anubis. Isn't he amazing? Let's get over here so I can show you everything. Now this was made by Loser and a couple of other people. We'll see their names inside. And then CoStar came on and he got his hands on a few tweaks. So Anubis disapproves and curses your existence. And so he made a few tweaks and he's got credit for building it too. There it is up close. We're going to go all inside and then I'll give you another look out from a distance. He is spectacular. To bedrock. Well, we don't want to go all the way down there, but I want to show you this stairway. Look at that. All the way down. Now that, my friend, is a spiral stairway. Look at the clearing that was done for that. Just wow. But we can go to the top of the statue. Built by Loserific, Mayor Dare, Ruben Fish 2, co-star Zutang. I'm not sure how you say that. Well, bad fish it is. Up we go. And here we are. Get a good look at the crook. And over the edge here, you can see more of Loser's Desert that's been growing. Can't wait to show you guys that next time. There's so much more to see than what I got to show you last time. And they've given us a very nice ride down. So let's take that water drop, shall we? Alright, I'm going to get some distance on him and wait for it to get dark so you can truly see him in all of his glory. Yep, it's close. It's close. We are in Destiny's Reach on the tippy top of their tower, and I think this is possibly one of the best views of Anubis you can get. Sun's going down. You could see his eyes glowing, the staff, the ankh, the detail in the toes and the cloth. It's fabulous, right down to his chest, his bare chest, belt, and the band across his arm. That is a piece of art right there. I really hope you guys have enjoyed. Until next time, see ya.